So I call this the 3-date rule. So if you don't have a roster, you should, I would say, maybe have 1 to 2 people that you are really considering. And in this 3-date rule, that you should have a high stake, low stake, and a chill stake. Meaning you're going to give this person 3 dates. 3 dates. And in these 3 dates, you should have a high stakes, low stakes, chill stakes, because you actually get opportunity to really see someone in their elements. Because let's just talk about first dates are pressure, big pressure. You want to make a huge, impression. And sometimes, you know, being able to, get off work, take that time away to like really meet someone, it can be nerve wracking. So I think to take the pressure off what's going on, I think both people should take the first date as an opportunity to see like, all right, let me just get to know them with, as best expectations as possible. Let me be as vulnerable as possible. Meaning, I definitely think the very first date should be really low stakes. Don't roast me. Don't roast me. The reason why I'm saying it's low stakes, it's, on test day, just go back when their teacher was testing you. It's that bum, 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 bum. Some people crumble under pressure. Some people rise. And let's just say, when you're under pressure, that is a aspect of you, but that's not the real you. Meaning, a very first date should be low stakes so you can really just like breed some comfortability with each other. Now, when I say low stakes, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to say cheap out or don't try to impress, but like really try to make an effort to connect with someone on an intellectual level and show some seeds of intention. And when I say seeds of intention, it's like really thoughtfulness of creating a date, thoughtfulness of like, hey, I'm really wanting to understand who you are, because when you create that bond, you create relationship, you create that rapport where like, all right, we have this low stake type of a deal, but also at the same time, I feel like I'm getting to know that person. And when you feel like you're getting to know that person, you open up. You're opening up to to people's quirkiness, different, like, interesting, curious questions. So we'll start there with that. Next, date 2. Okay, date 2. That's gotta be a high. That's gotta be a high stakes date. The reason why I say date 2 has to be a high stakes date is because you kept things chill on the first date. The second date, you gotta really lead with that intention of, okay, I have a safety net. I can fall, I can stumble, I can say something off the wall and they're not just going to totally write me off. The second date's got to be more of, this is what I want. I will also say maybe like that a high stake date is, an active date, something where you kind of see where that's that big dinner where you kind of show even more of your intentions of where you're at, meaning my intentions of like, hey, I'm dating to marry. I'm dating to like, to get off the market. Like I'm really trying to find my person. And whether that's marriage or just like being super upfront, I think it's important to like have that high stake date the second time, because that rapport keeps building. So that's date 1, date 2. The rapport is building up like a volcano where we'll usher ourselves into the third date. But date 2, the high stakes is that's when you even connect even more deeply with that person, because you're showing your intention. So I can, maybe I might do a video and breaking, this down a little bit further, but let's get into the last one, or the third one. The third date that you've met someone should always be chill. And what I mean always be chill is like, by this time you should have an idea of this person. You should you both should already know where it's going, where you want it to go, and being able to have that conversation. And when I mean have that conversation that, hey, this has the potential for 3 more dates, or hey, I've really cherished our time. Like I really put out the energy and effort to see if this works, but it didn't. this kind of turned me off because even in like this dating sector, I feel like there's not etiquette of like, how do we like disperse? How do we say this does not work? Where a lot of people don't have to be ghosts. Now, obviously, I'm saying this and doing this if people have a lot of intentions and intentionality to get better, because I don't think currently right now in America we do a good job with heartbreak. It's always get back culture. It's always revenge. It's always, and I think with the intentions of dating change is like when we do the hard things. The hard things is sitting down and saying I don't think this is going to work, or actually going through this 3 date process with really good prospects. And when I say really good prospects, maybe not totally being turned off if you're totally icked out by someone. Obviously, we have to be safe and there's boundaries and standards, but like really giving people an opportunity to really build rapport with you. Now, obviously, we got to be safe in the dating world, but we don't clean up this singledom problem unless we do something different. Doing something different is, how can I meet them where they're at? How can I change my standards? How can I, let my standards not be so high that I'm unreachable? How can I be flexible? So I'll just reiterate this and I'll end with this saying that, dating is hard. Dating is difficult, but you make it like that. The only way it gets better is when you change how you are navigating and moving. And if you move differently, you're going to get different results. So I want to really, really push you all to follow this 3-day strategy. And 3-day strategy, just remember, there's going to be a high stake, low stake, and a chill stake. It's important to really build rapport with someone before you truly say that they're not for you. We're going to make mistakes when we date. We're going to say the wrong things. We might say the right things. But I think it's important to build that with that person, whether it works out or not. You gained an opportunity to really grow and empower yourself to be a better human and take that into the dating process, into marriage, and vice versa. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to find that person. And finding that person takes us being vulnerable and putting ourselves out there. When you put yourself out there, that's just you one step closer to your ultimate goal, and that's finding who you want to be and who you want to be with. So, I'm Rob. Hopefully this helped you out. And if it didn't, comment below. Let me know if I can get better. Hey, if y'all want to know what a low stake, high stake, and a chill stake type of date is, I can definitely go more in depth with that. Just let me know. But until next video.